Hey, what's up, you guys? Today's going pretty good. Yesterday was a wild day messing around with cryptocurrencies that were under a penny. I had theory yesterday when I got up. Oh, well, not yesterday. When I got up before I went to bed the day before, I was thinking to myself, man, everybody just wants to buy the most that they can, for as cheap as they can, as quickly as they can, and it hit me. The new buyers really weren't looking at technology, so I shifted my mindset of looking for the best technologically advanced crypto, and I just started buying literal mess. I bought a bunch of Bitbean, Myriad, Litecoin. I bought a whole bunch of just coins that have been around forever. I bought a bunch of Saya. If it's been around forever, and it was under a penny, I bought it. And I even went as high as to some of the ones that were like 3 or 4 cents. And all of them just gained like crazy. You can see red is still up top. Red I went heavy on. Didn't give me a second. Yeah, so red, I didn't grab any folding. It was higher in price, so I skipped over on it. Should not have. Bought Bitbean, Myriad. No, I didn't buy any art bites. Where's some of the ones I bought? Oh, there we go. Saya coin pink. I bought all of those, and man, it was nice. Basically free money at that point. What did you want to see, Maravich? Yeah, Sadish, I saw that it went up quite a bit. I was stunned from 625 to 1338. That is a massive jump. But I've been saying it for a little bit. Komodo is not a joke of a coin. It's got a great team behind it, and what they're going after, what they're developing, is going to be very needed as soon as this initial bubble burst. The main reason Komodo is going to be really important next year is because there's going to be a lot of this, what you're seeing yesterday with like Redcoin and Bitbean and the others, random coins that are going up in price, and then the bubble bursts and people lose money, people start complaining. So you're going to start seeing stricter regulations handed down. The SEC hasn't started yet, but you know it's coming. It's gonna eventually. They're gonna eventually show their face, and they're gonna put the hammer down. When that happens, when they put the hammer down, you're gonna have a thing where exchanges like, especially U.S. based exchanges, they're gonna have to abide by the regulations. And then when they're abiding by these regulations, now it's harder for people to be able to sign up for accounts or this, that, and the third. So these decentralized exchanges are going to become extremely important. So with Komodo, you have Bittrex and SuperNet, Unity. That whole group is going to be really important because you're going to need a strong decentralized exchange to be able to handle all the people that want to trade tokens but can't because of the laws that are being set in place. That's another reason why I went big on OX or ZRX. That's the reason I went big on them, because they're building the platforms for decentralized exchanges to be able to be built on. So definitely, I'm happy to see Komodo start to show its face. Strawberry Canada, Redcoin. Look, Redcoin was strictly a pump and dump play for me yesterday. Redcoin's been around forever. It has a super high supply. What is that supply? Was it like 28 billion? Might be even higher than that. So the supply on, Redcoin is 28 billion. All right, this coin's been around forever. Doesn't really do much. It's a staking coin. I bought it just because I knew everyone else was going to pump up the price, not because I was planning on keeping it for a long-term hold. So after the pump was done or seemed to be faded out, I sold out. So I don't know if it's going to go back up anytime soon. Maybe when the next wave of investors comes in and they want a cheap coin, they might flock to Redcoin again. ADA, I like ADA. It has a high supply, but their team is actually building a platform. They're actually in the works of getting something done. So I like ADA. Their supply kind of threw me off price-wise, but it seems that nowadays supply does not matter. So high supply doesn't really matter, especially if the team is actually doing something, because you can see here, IOTA has what? Almost 3 billion coins. It's $5. You have NIM at 9 billion coins. It's $1. EOS is gonna be 1 billion coins. It's at $10. So supply doesn't matter as much nowadays, as long as the team's actually accomplishing something. As long as the team's actually accomplishing something, it doesn't really matter. Before we go too far, if you haven't already, if you do me a favor and subscribe, like the page, and if you're looking for a Binance account, if you haven't started up with them, I have a referral link in my description. You can sign up there if you have the chance. All right. So now for the rest of the coins and how they might play out. When I was picking up the coins yesterday, I literally just opened up Bittrex and opened up all of the coins that they had available. All right. All of them. That's not RED. So pulled up all the coins that they had available, and I ordered them from the most expensive to the cheapest. And if you were on yesterday, if you were on yesterday, you would have seen that Red was at like 15, Doji was at 29, Bitbean was at 40, XDN was, I believe, like 47 or 50, something like that. But either way, that was my line of thinking when I was picking out what I was gonna buy for the time being. I got in them, fully knowing that I was not gonna stay in them for very long. You know, my full intent was to not stay in them very long. I just knew that new money was coming in, and I just took advantage of the situation. Yeah, if you don't have a Bittrex account yet, then you're gonna have to wait for a little bit, because they've actually paused their signups. I guess they're trying to scale up to be able to handle all the influx, and it's not pretty yet. Bittrex is still extremely tough to try to use. But yeah, this is a lot of green for one page. Goodness. Maravich, do you what platform are you trading on now? Static, I really don't know if the pumps are done for now or not. But what I do know is that we do have a fork coming along. What is today? 21st. Today is the I don't know what today is. Lose track of the days. Today's the 21st. Okay, so with today being the 21st, that means we have 2 days until the fork. The lightning fork should be on the 23rd unless there were delays or changes. So, you know, I'm probably gonna pull a lot of profits, and I'm gonna there's a bit there should be a fork on the 23rd, Bitcoin Lightning. I'm actually participating in this one, but I'm gonna pull some profits from a lot of the my short term coins, and I'm going to go ahead and prep for the fork because I don't know how volatile it's going to be, especially since this is actually a legitimate fork, so it could get kind of messy. With digibytes, I'm not big on digibytes. I watched what happened the first time around it got pumped. I think that was around March or April. It went bananas. Went to like I want to say 11 or 12. No, it actually got up to 20 cents. Correct me if I'm wrong. It went crazy, and it was supposed to be the next best thing because they were supposed to have some kind of deal with a computer company. Some of the details are escaping me because they won a competition or whatever, and it got pumped and pumped and pumped and pumped and pumped to the point where it was a top 20 crypto. And then after the competition was done, it fell apart. And what you're seeing now, it pumping now, is not even close to what it was before. So a lot of people lost a lot of money on digibytes, and I really don't see anything different now than it was before. There's also another thing that we have to keep in mind. A lot of these coins that are pumping are from a time that are pumping now, pumped previously. This isn't the first time they pumped. When they pumped previously, it created a lot of bag holders, right? You have a lot of bag holders. So now when you have this up, now what you're seeing is that when the new money's coming in, these same people that are bag holding from when the price is high have created basically large communities, and they will spread great cheer about whatever coin they're holding. And then you end up with a situation where the new people don't really know as much of what's going on, and they get pulled in to buying something that's not really worth much, and prices pump, but no one really knows what they're buying. So they'll end up being the next wave of bag holders until the next group of investors get suckered into buying something that's not worth much. And it's happened with quite a few coins. A buddy of mine's unloaded like 70 million red coins yesterday. So yeah, there's a lot of bag holders from previous time that are ready to unload at any chance they get. Yeah, I'll send you the link. Chris, it fell apart because they weren't really doing anything. They gained traction due to the fact that they were in some kind of competition and won funding, but after that, it just faded away. So that's the story behind that. Look at the chart. The chart will tell you the same story that I'm telling you. What's bananas, Rimmer or Rimar? Sadiq, I don't know which ones are gonna support the fork as of yet. I'm trying to find that out myself, but it seems that Binance seems to support everything that comes out. So is Yobit. I don't like Yobit at all. Oh, I got you, Ramar. Joey, I use Binance more than I use Bittrex. I kind of live on Binance now. It's just has everything that I want. The trading is simple. They have two ways to view how you trade. So you have the simple version for when you know exactly what you want, just gonna grab it and go. But if you need more of a view of everything that's going on, a more technical view, they have that as well. So for times where you just need to get in there and grab something, Binance has the simple version. And when you're doing more analytics, you can switch over to the pro version and it's beautiful. But for the most part, I have my price targets known once I get in, and then just get in there and grab it. Like right now, I was supposed to be buying some ZRX. Good, price came down for me. Another 1,800. But yeah, so let's see about some of these things. What's funny is that there's a couple of currencies that are taking off quicker than I wanted them to. I wanted them to just relax a little bit so I could have more time to finish some of my other trades and come back to them, but it's not working out in my favor. It's not working out in my favor. If you haven't checked out Engine, it's down now, but it should have a good move coming soon. I am looking. Komodo beat my expectations for the year, so I'm happy there. Between subs, request, and ZRX, they're really taking off further than I thought they were going to. Yeah, straightway. I love ZRX. Love it, love it, love it, love it. They're going to be really important next year, you know. And if you're holding a good amount of it and can be able to hold, or are going to be able to be an intermediary and as a relay, you'll be good to go. Everybody's going to be able to make a good amount because decentralized exchanges are going to be the wave next year. They're not here yet. Like they're not the main thing yet because they're still kind of buggy, but they're going to, you know. Bitshares. If you bought Bitshares after it crashed from Binance, you're sitting beautiful right now because it dropped from 29 cents to 5 cents. It's almost 60 cents now. You know, people are starting to pick up on the fact that decentralized exchanges are going to be very important. Cobb is another one. They don't even charge fees on their trading. You can trade Cobb for free. I've never personally used costs. I own some of their shares, but I've never personally used it. I never had a reason to go and use it. But if it's a decentralized exchange, expect it to come around. Expect it to come around. It's just a matter of time for them. Oh, shoot. Just a matter of time. Darn it. I forgot. Have you personally used costs? And if you did, what do you like the most about it? Yeah, Bitshares is gonna be. Yeah, Bitshares is gonna be a monster. It's a Dan Laramere project. Even though he's not directly connected to it anymore, you see that he does not mess around. Like his projects put in work, and they already have a huge lead on a lot of people. You know, it's not like they're just getting into the game. No, they're here. They are here. So I'm excited to see what they do. Yeah, I'm kicking myself because I didn't buy more Bitshares when I had the chance. Like I had a chance to buy a whole bunch because when it dumped, it was just sitting there prime. It was a prime opportunity, and I didn't take advantage. I should have, but I didn't. Kicking myself now because that's going to be something that could have literally funded a lot of my other projects easily. You know, those dividends are going to come in huge. Oh yeah. Next year will be the year of residual income. If you took advantage of all the POS, Masternode, DPOS categories while they were still cheap, then next year you're gonna be a-okay because they're gonna really start showing their face and paying out very well. Straight way, I don't know how much higher Doji would go. I have no idea. As for the coins with passive income, a lot of them are still really young. Um, and a lot of them are still really young, but funny enough, a lot of them actually just spiked up like crazy. One of them would be Zcoin, XZC. It went from what, $6 in early August to $81 now. And if you have a Masternode, that's going to be paying almost $2,000 a month in just dividends. So that's one. Another one, Pivx just shot up from like $4 to $10, and that pays 5% per year. You know, so these things are going to be paying. You know, there's other ones. There's a lot of them, but that's just a couple to name a few. McAfee said Digibyte and Verge will be top privacy coins in the future and replace Monero. Okay, I don't. I'm not gonna dig too deep into why he may have said such a thing, but ask yourself this question: what's keeping me from taking Doji, right? Taking Dogecoin, putting it on a Tor network, and then sending it privately? I can do this. That's all you have with Verge. That's literally all you have. A token that's sent over the Tor network. And that's their privacy. You have no ledger privacy. They're supposed to be coming out with that with the Wraith protocol, but we'll see how well that works out. They say that their IP addresses are hidden. I can show you that no, their IP addresses aren't hidden. You can go back and see. They're not obfuscated. You can clearly go and see them. You know, a lot of their marketing is based on slamming other tokens and whatnot. But funny enough, the thing that they're slamming other privacy coins for, they themselves have not solved. So I don't know what's in his back pocket or how much Verge they gave him after that time. They said, "Hey, let us get you started with some Verge." You know, I don't know if you guys remember that tweet. It was back a couple months ago. He was talking about privacy coins, and they said, "Yeah, we'll help you set up your wallet and give you some Verge to get started." Who knows how much they gave them? Well, that'd be, if you have free Verge or free whatever token, that'd be great incentive to say that they're going to be the best. You know, don't think that don't think what I'm saying is true. Go and look it up. You know, their cryptography is not what they're saying at all. At all. If your main sell is that you are able to send your tokens anonymously, quote unquote, over Tor, then you don't really have much. You're not really a privacy coin. You know, I could take Bitcoin, send it over to Tor network, and get the same result. So who knows what that guy's talking about? I would love if Amazon started taking Bitcoin payments. That would be great. You know, that would be a great enterprise to start accepting cryptocurrencies. Like that would take the veil off, or the shroud off. One of the big things that cryptocurrencies deal with is the fact that it's still embedded in a lot of people's minds that cryptocurrencies are strictly just used by criminals. Well, if a big company like Amazon is accepting Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in general, well, that should say to the mass public, well, maybe cryptocurrencies aren't as evil as we were initially led to believe. Maybe they do have a use outside of exchanging Bitcoin for a dime bag. You know, there's more to it than that. And a big company like Amazon showing support and accepting it would be huge. Oh, sorry about that, Ramir. So it would be. Oh, let me pull up my list real quick. I actually have a whole list of them. Well, if you're looking for cryptocurrencies, look up what proof of stake, delegated proof of stake, masternodes, and dividend coins. So as for the exchanges, you have Bitshares pays out, Bridgecoin pays out. Who else pays out on there? Cost pays out. Binance does not pay out, but they do have a referral system. So you basically, with costs and Bitshares and all of those, whatever fees are collected through the system is shared out with the holders of the tokens. For proof of stake, as I said, you have Navcoin, you have Pivx, Neos. Who are also some solid ones? Top of my head is killing me. What's going on here? Neos, Pivx, Navcoin. Masternodes, you have Zcoin is now one. Dash, if you can get, if you can afford one. Smart Cash is coming out with one, so that should be a pretty cheap one to get into. That one should be a pretty cheap one to get into. I do have Decentralized. Did you get to participate in the auction? I had a friend of mine's purchase the land for me. I didn't have time to be able to do it, but I'm hoping that it expands to where you can actually build your virtual companies in there. Like the opportunity to be able to have a casino. Man, look, that'd be nice to have a virtual casino where two people could come in, play blackjack, and then call it a day. You know, no having to meet up anywhere, no central authority, just Come in, play your blackjack. Winner takes the winnings. Loser walks out. Winner pays part of the fee to whoever owns said casino and call it a day. No, Ramir. DPoS coins would be Lisk, ARC, ARC. Why are these things escape me today? I guess Oxy, local, Lisk, ARC. What are the other ones? Shit. Oxycoin. Oh, there it is. Shift and Rise. Those are DPoS coins. As for POS coins, that would be the Pivx, Neos, and Nav. And then with the masternodes, you have Dash, you have Innova, Vivo, Smart's coming around the corner. Pivx is also a masternode coin. Though that's the lineup there. Well, Chris, they had to reopen it because a lot of people couldn't participate in the initial auction. They had to, you know, it was either that or you'd have a mass refund situation. It's better to just reopen it and let people participate who didn't get an opportunity. Like fair is fair. They had a glitch in their system and they fixed it. If you knew how much money people were making on CryptoKitties, you would laugh. It's crazy. I thought it was just gonna be you know, a quick, you know, something you paid $5-10 for a piece. People were paying whole ETHs to be able to breed their kitties. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, you know. And then you add in the fact that the gas price on the Ethereum on the ETH network went bonkers. Like you couldn't send anything for the standard price. You had to pay 6-7 times what you needed, what we would regularly pay. Crypto fleas. That'll be a hit. Ooh, goodness. Digibytes. Crypto fleas. All right, so I was talking about it earlier. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to go to the system of for the giveaways. I'm going to do the random comment generator. So the day after a showing, all right, just leave a comment, leave your thoughts or whatever on the previous day's comment, the previous day's show. Leave your thoughts and comments, or if you have any questions or special requests, leave that in the comments below. And then on the next day's show, I'll be picking out the winner for the previous day's showing. I'm going to go with that system, and it'll be 0.1 ETHs of whatever cryptocurrency that person chooses. Or if they're not in constant contact, I'll go ahead and just send them the ETH right in there. So it'll be 0.1 ETH is what I'll be giving out after each day, after each show. So the setup, comment on the previous day's show, and I will do the random generator live. pick out the winner, and then call it a day. Send them their ETH. Just like that. Yeah, Tyler, I used to do it based on targets, and I still do the targets. If I have a high, really, really good swing trading system setup going, I'll do targets. And when I do the targets, then it's a lot higher. Those days I'll do like a $400 or $500 giveaway, just like that. And then boom, just keep it moving in that manner. But with this one, I'm trying to do a daily thing, so people know that, hey, you come here, there's going to be a giveaway, period. Yes, it's comment system. So leave the comment, random generator will pick out the person from there. Like the video, leave a comment. Oh, and it has to be a subscriber. If the person isn't subscribed, then I'll just do the generator again. Look forward to having you here also. And it's no problem. It's also a thing where I was helping out with somebody yesterday. If you guys have questions, I have no problem hopping online and doing a live stream for you, and we can work things out online. So say if you have trouble troubleshooting, or say you need help setting up your masternode, or you're having a problem setting up the POS on one of your accounts, one of your wallets, I'll go online and I'll show you. You know, I'll go online, I'll show you. It doesn't hurt, because the same question that you may have, somebody else may have, and we can kill two birds with one stone by just boom, making the video live stream. Now we have it in our archive, just like that. Yeah, League of Woods, you leave your ETH address in the comment. Leave the ETH address in the comment, and then we go from there. Yeah. Sheesh. I bet you that's nulls that hit me. Nope, nulls is actually took a dip and then we came back up. But yeah, there's just it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the coming months. Watching these patterns, they don't necessarily make sense, as it used to be more technology based. Now it's price based, and I guess I can accept that for what it is. But it's going to get tricky trying to determine who's going to be winners token wise when things are based on what's the cheapest and what I can get the most of. Give me a second, you guys. Yeah, I like Litecoin. It's going to keep going up. Same thing I was saying earlier. People that missed the Bitcoin boat are going to want to hop on the next train or whatever vehicle you want to say. They're going to want to hop on the next one. Would you rather buy 80 Litecoins or 1 Bitcoin? They're automatically going to flock to whichever one's cheaper and hope that it'll even get to 50% the price of the big boy. You seen this phenomenon the other day with Bitcoin Cash. When Bitcoin Cash went on, got listed, you immediately seen that boom, they are they were sitting side by side with Bitcoin, and people immediately flocked to it. So, do I like Litecoin? Yeah. Is it going to go up? Of course. People just want the cheaper alternative, so that's what they go for. Yeah, I've seen the Bitcoin Gold listed Coinbase on their domain. I don't know what that's all about. There's not a lot of chatter about it, but it says something like coming soon. So it might be in the works. It may not. I just know that when they first launched, they had a lot of things that kept exchanges from initially wanting to deal with them. So I don't know if all of those got fixed. If they did, maybe they are on their way. As if I'm Coinbase and I'm a company like Coinbase, I'm gonna say forget all of the politics. As long as the currency is safe and isn't going to cause a ruckus on my network, why am I not going to sell it? People are going to buy it. You know, I'm in the business of making money, not making political statements. So if they're going to buy it, Coinbase is going to sell it, and it's starting to pick up steam. So it may very well end up that way. But Bitcoin Gold had a lot of conspiracy around it from the jump. Had a lot of conspiracy behind it. They may have to do the same thing that Adios did. They may have to create their own platform to trade their token. You know, ADK went through a tough situation where they weren't listed anywhere, had their token stolen, so they created their own platform and trade their tokens there. But it'll be interesting to see what happens, because that oddly enough, items that aren't listed or listed correctly on CoinMarketCap can go through a price influx like crazy. Like Knowles at the moment is listed like 256 on the CoinMarketCap rank. Their price is $1.15. They have a circulating supply of 40 mil, total supply of 100 mil. But being that CoinMarketCap listed it incorrect, they have a rank of 256 instead of the rank of, I think it should have been in like the 90 something range. You know, if you're not in the front 2 pages, good luck having people look for you as an investment opportunity. 8x, ADX. Not familiar, Sadiq. Oh Lord, he's at it again. I'm willing to bet that this is probably going to be the next coin that pumps like crazy for no real reason. ETN, even though it doesn't have the pedigree, it has the price and the initial hoard, so it may very well do it. May very well pump. I may get some just because. Unfair. What's Knowles is taking a hit, so stratum. Goodness, what the heck is going on? Oh yeah. They are the decentralized advertising. They're the ones where there's no middleman, right? And it can't be muted. So if you the advertiser pays for the space and then that's it, or vice versa, the advertiser pays for the space and there's no middleman taking a cut. I think that's what it is, right? Yeah. Yeah, ETN, it just has all the makings of a massive pump. I'm not saying that the token's good, but it has it the amount of marketing that they're doing is crazy. You can't turn anywhere without seeing it. And what they're going for are, again, what I mentioned earlier, the new investors, the ones that aren't too in tune with the technology behind blockchain, but all they know is cheap equals more. Cheap equals more and better chance of winning big. So I have a feeling that they're gonna pull something. Is it my preferred? No, but I've now learned to take emotion out of it and just follow the money. Just follow the money. Period. No, it's not on Bittrex. It's on Cryptopia. Cryptopia. No, it's mine. Seems like everyone's taking a hit right now. What's going on? Oh, Bitcoin just took a hit. Sheesh, Louise. XST stealth. It has gone on these. It's it's in a perpetual pump. There are very few coins that I see get pumped as many times as this, and it was actually because I track pump and dump groups and listen to their chatter and pull whatever and try to pull as much information out of their groups as I can. And XST was in like 3 of them. So not recently, like before. So I don't know what it is about XST. It might be the low supply and the cheap price that makes it so easy to manipulate. But if you look at the history of XST, it has these pumps that just come out of nowhere consistently, just random pumps. And then it'll come back down, and then it'll pump again, and then come back down and pump again. So I don't know what it is about this coin or how it's so easy to manipulate, but it happens a lot. Yeah, BTC is going down big time. It's dragging everything down with it. I wouldn't mind if Bitcoin went down. The price of Bitcoin went down, but it didn't drag down the Satoshi price of other coins, but it does. Yeah, not looking too pretty. The heck? Yeah, good old XST. Chris, have you noticed that it always seems to be in a random pump situation? Yeah, we could be going bearish. Wouldn't be a bad thing though. Need to reset the clock. It would not be a bad thing to go ahead and reset this clock. But man, I'm bleeding out. Sheesh, how much am I down this morning alone? God. From the time I woke up like 3 hours ago to now, I'm down like $15,000 in just my Binance account. Who knows what else? I think this is down like $4,000 as well. That's no bueno. Hey Chris, when you have a chance, go back and go to the stealth coin chart and just scroll back, and you'll see what I'm talking about. How it just has this, just seems a seemingly endless cycle of pumps, seemingly endless. Yep, that's exactly what I do. Some of these coins you don't even have to watch. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Every couple weeks they pump and then go back down to the same price Satoshi wise as they were before. Then they pump again and then come back down. It's the same cycle. I think Sinks was another one that was notorious for that. It's kind of harder now. The price is way up, but before, yeah, you could get away with pumping Sinks till the cows came home. No, they don't. That's what I was saying. Like, if you haven't, I haven't experienced it. Most of us haven't. I would say that that 90% correction that happened in 2014 shook a lot of people, you know. And with a correction like that, you're able to clear out weak hands, and the people that are left are able to, you know, rebuild the platform. Right now, if a massive correction was to happen right now, it would be devastating because you have a lot of people that just got into cryptocurrency within the last 3 or 4 months. The Coinbase numbers were showing that they were signing up 100,000 people a day. So with that being said, there's a lot of people that have not really experienced even what we experienced in August, I'm sorry, not August, between June and July. So with that being said, a big dump off, a big crash would be terrible right now because they're going to lose every they're going to lose we're going to lose everything that we gained in the last 3 or 4 months. And what we gained in the last 3 or 4 months was awesome. To lose it all, that'd be rough. That'd be a rough hit to take. But oh no, I didn't sell that stuff quick enough. ZRX is giving me the business today. Goodness gracious. One of the main things with the adoption of crypto is going to be that we're going to need to at least get to a point where we can have one currency that's stable, that's steady, that's not always in flux. Until we can get to that point, nobody's going to really trust putting a lot of funds into crypto. You know, why would I put $100,000 into something that literally in the blink of an eye could lose 15% of its value right then and there, you know, without even really having the catalyst, just cause like you're gonna have a hard time winning people over when you have that constant having to constantly look over your shoulder in that manner. You're gonna have a hard time winning people over. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind a 50% shakeup. Like, let this thing drop from the high of 19 and bring it down to 10K. You know, bring it down to 10K. Thing is though, the bringing it down to 10K won't have the same effect as the big drop before, because now we have a boom in Bitcoin Cash. People just so figure, well, Bitcoin's going down, let me go to Bitcoin Cash and let that price rise up to make up for the difference. So it won't have as much of an effect per se. It'll help, but it won't have as much of an effect. A 90% correction would be devastating, though. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that now. Oh Lord, I can't even imagine. What's going on with GDAX? What's going on here? Okay. A whole piece of my chart is missing. That's strange. It's very strange. You know what? I'm not going to be moving my alts as of now, because I look at it like this. Bitcoin goes down 10%, alts go down 30%, right? Okay, boom. If you didn't catch it on time, you say, well, let me switch over to Bitcoin to protect myself. Bitcoin goes up 10%, alts go up 40%. You actually just lost. You know? So during these storms, if you didn't get out early, just weather the storm. Just weather it. And this is why I always keep a Tether backup, where I always have funds available in Tether, so that when things get real messy, boom, just convert some Tether into whatever currency I need, and buy up all the blood in the streets. Like, if something's down 30% and it's a project I believe in, of course I'm gonna go buy it. I bought it when it wasn't down. If it goes down because of a catalyst such as Bitcoin having a rough go, of course I'm gonna buy it, because now I just got a 30% discount on something that I was paying full price for before. It only makes sense. Now, if it's one of those short-term pump and dump plays, well, sometimes you might just need to cut bait and save yourself. But no, if it's when these happen, I don't pack up and run. Just convert my Tether into Bitcoin, and buy whatever altcoins I was planning to buy. I made it. I didn't even notice. Thanks, boss. It seems to have been picking up a lot recently. I'm happy for it. But alrighty, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and be logging off. The instructions on how to win the giveaway, I'll go over it one more time. It's today's video. I'll be picking today's winner tomorrow via random comment generator. So leave your comment, leave your thoughts, leave your questions in the comment section along with your ETH address, and I'll be picking the winner live tomorrow. So the only thing that I ask is that you're a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, then I'm gonna have to do it again and pick somebody that is. So if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and leave me a like. If you have any questions, and I mean any questions, just leave a comment and I will get to you soon. I appreciate you all. You all have a good one.